Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to yet another episode in Buddhist meditation series. In today's video, we're going to be discussing about the benefits of loving kindness. Coming right up. So remember, there are so many benefits that we can gain by practicing the mind of loving kindness. Now, these are not only the benefits that we can gain by practicing the loving kindness meditation, but if we need to gain these benefits, we need to practice the mind of loving kindness in our day-to-day life, in a practical way, right? The loving kindness should be in your bodily actions. The loving kindness should be in your verbal actions, that means in your speech. And also, most importantly, the loving kindness must be there in your mind, right? That is the most important thing, because when you practice the thoughts of loving kindness, automatically your actions, your words will be more lovely and more kind, because it is the rule of our life. Our thoughts become our actions and our words. Our words and actions become our habits, and our habits becomes our character, and the character determines our destiny. So what we need to do is we need to generate and we need to cultivate more lovely and kind and compassionate thoughts in our mind. The more we cultivate these loving kindness thoughts inside our mind, our life will be more peaceful. So our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, taught us there are 11 benefits that you can gain by practicing the mind of loving kindness. Now, this is a special discourse that was done by our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. You can find this sutta in the Numerical Discourses of the Buddha, the book of Numerical Discourses of the Buddha, the Anguttara Nikaya. And you can find it in the book of Levens. In this sutta, Buddha says, because when the liberation of the mind by loving kindness has been pursued, when the liberation of the mind by loving kindness. Now, we talked about the liberation of the mind, the Ceto Vimukti, in the earlier episode of the meditation series. So, if you don't have any idea about what is liberation of the mind, please check out that. Then you will get a good understanding about that. So the Buddha used several phrases and words to describe how you should practice this mind of loving kindness. Buddha says, because when the liberation of the mind by loving kindness has been pursued, that is the first word. You need to pursue the mind of loving kindness. Developed, you need to develop it. That means little by little, you need to develop your mind of loving kindness and increase the amount of the spread of loving kindness, and cultivate it, right? You need to practice it and cultivate in your mind, right? Let it grow through your mind. And this is the special word that Buddha used. It should be made like a vehicle, right? Yani kathaya, Buddha says. That means it should be like a vehicle. Now, how can we practice loving kindness like a vehicle? Now, once you get used to drive a vehicle, right? Once you are a pro at driving a vehicle, at any time, at anywhere, right? In any instance, you can drive that vehicle. You can get into it and you can drive on. Because you don't have any hesitation and you don't have any doubt about driving and how should I drive and where should I drive. Like that, you don't have any hesitation and doubt about driving. So same goes with the mind of loving kindness, right? That means you need to have the ability to practice the loving kindness meditation or mind of loving kindness at any time, anywhere, in any instance. So that is what Buddha says. Yani katai, or it should be practiced like a vehicle. And then Buddha said you need to carry out the meditation again and again, okay, and consolidate it. You need to make your mind of loving kindness solid and unshakable inside your mind. And you should properly undertake the meditation. That means you need to properly practice it and do it again and again. Make it a habit and make it a part of your life, right? Your loving kindness should not be separated from your life. We don't want to think and take the loving kindness into our mind. It should be there already inside the mind. Once you have the mind of loving kindness inside your mind already, you don't want to be afraid of any angry situation, any stressful situation, because you will stay peaceful and calm forever. So that is what you need to. These are the qualities that should be there inside the mind of loving kindness. And once you develop these qualities, and once you develop such a mind of loving kindness, you will gain 11 benefits out of it. So what are the 11 benefits? Number 1, Buddha says, one sleeps well. You can sleep peacefully because you don't have any enemies in your life, inside your mind. You don't become angry with anyone. Now, think like a day, a night when you go to bed, your mind is in anger. If your mind is in anger, can you sleep easily? No, you cannot do that. Your sleep is not peaceful. So if one practices the loving kindness, he can sleep peacefully. And Buddha said, one awakens happily. If you sleep well, if you sleep peacefully, right, it is normally you can wake up peacefully. You will feel refreshed. Now, there are some days that you feel so much stressed and so much tired even after a good sleep, right? But if you practice the mind of loving kindness, you will have a good sleep. Because of that good sleep, you will wake up refreshedly. And then Buddha says, one does not have bad dreams. You will never see bad dreams, right? Now, there are people who sees nightmares all the time whenever they sleep. If you practice the mind of loving kindness, you will never see nightmares. And Buddha said, he will be pleasing to human beings. That is a natural thing that happens when you practice the love and kindness, right? If you spread the love and kindness, and if you do lovely things from your body, from your mind, from your speech, everyone will like you. Everyone around you will like you. So you will be pleased by people. And then Buddha said, one is pleasing to non-human beings. You will be pleased by non-human beings also, because you spread the love and kindness to everyone, right? Now, it's normal that we all like to associate and be with a person who has the love and kindness in his heart. Isn't that right? Yes. So everyone will like you, right? No one will come to harm you. And Buddha said, you will be protected by deities. The deities that wishes the good of that person will always protect that person, right? And also, Buddha said, fire, poison, weapons do not injure that person. If you practice a strong mind of loving kindness, you will be protected from fire, you will be protected from weapons and poisons, right? That is a special benefit. And also, Buddha said, one's mind quickly become concentrated. Your mind will be concentrated quickly because your mind is peaceful. Your mind is stressless. You don't have any depressive thoughts. You don't have any angry thoughts in your mind. Your mind is not distracted easily because you have a strong love and kindness within your heart. That anger cannot shake your mind. So your mind will be naturally, it will be more concentrated and tranquilized. And Buddha said, once you have a tranquilized and peaceful mind, your facial expressions, your facial complexions will be more pleasing, right? If you need to look better, practice the loving kindness, because once you practice the love and kindness, your heart becomes peaceful, your heart becomes beautiful, right? Remember, beauty is not only the skin beauty. You need to have, beauty should be within, right? When you have a beautiful heart, you are beautiful within, and also you are beautiful from your complexion also, from out also. So practice the love and kindness, you will be more beautiful, right? Then, as the 10th benefit, Buddha explained, one dies unconfused. There are so many people in this world, they die with a confused mind. They lose their consciousness, right? They run out of their mind, they become confused when they face the death. But if you have the love and kindness within yourself, you will be able to die with unconfused mind. If you can die, if you can face the death with an unconfused mind, it's a great privilege and it's a great advantage that you can face in your life, right? And as the final quality, Buddha said, if he could not attain any state of this path of liberation, if he could not attain any state, a good state in Dhamma, right, he will be reborn in Brahma world. He will be reborn in the Brahma world, because the Brahmas, they practice the Brahma Viharas. Brahma Viharas means Metta, the loving kindness, Karuna, compassion, then Mudita, appreciative joyfulness, and Upekha, the equanimity. These are the 4 Brahma Viharas. So if you practice these 4 Brahma Viharas and these 4 sublime thoughts in your mind, your next life will be a peaceful one. So these are the 11 benefits that we can attain by practicing the mind of loving kindness. To practice the mind and to establish the mind of loving kindness, remember, we need to practice the loving kindness meditation, because in that meditation we cultivate, we mean and we feel the love and kindness, we spread the love and kindness to ourselves and to the others. So these are the 11 benefits that you can gain. So practice the mind of loving kindness, practice the meditation of loving kindness, and enjoy a peaceful life. Namo Buddhaya.